Cheerleaders and viewing here to kick off the night's event.
Our students and staff truly are magnificent. 48.6 attended a four-year university, 36.7 attended a community college, and 5% attended a military or trade.
Well, we're here at Back to School night with the school principal, Mr. Nazar. And, you know, Mr. Nazar, the parents, as we speak, are buzzing around the campus, visiting those classrooms. What can they expect to learn about their child's classrooms here this evening?
Well, I mean, it truly is an exciting night. There's such a great feeling here on our campus. Our teachers are well prepared. They're going to be seeing, as they go through the classes, teachers that have exciting lesson plans, that are relevant to our students, that are really reaching 21st century learning models. Our teaching staff, our entire staff is well prepared. I think they're going to be very, very excited about what they're hearing tonight.
You know, here we are in the first, couple, 3 weeks of the school year. This really is a fun time of the year for students and staff.
Yes, it is. I mean, I feel it from the day I walked onto this campus. Enthusiasm and morale is high. Our students are excited to be here. Our staff is so well prepared, dedicated to their students, and really I felt a sense of joy as I talked to our teachers about what they're doing. This is a great start to the school year, and I really think it's going to carry throughout our entire year.
Have all of this stuff if they need it. For chem, calculator is a great thing for them to have, mostly for the tests, because the biggest thing is, like, on occasion they're going to use their timers on their phone during a lab or something when we need that kind of thing, but no phones at all during the test. So to have, a good reliable calculator, I have some, but they're not amazing.
In 3 seconds, you can do 9 minutes in front of parents in a broadcasting class. So with that said, real quick, I put my agenda on the board, brief bio about who I am. This is one of the only classes your kids will ever take from a teacher who works in the business. I moonlight as a sports broadcaster. I worked at KMBR Radio for 12, 13 years in the infancy of all sports radio when it was brand new. Came in one day and got laid off. I knew it was happening. We had massive cutbacks in 2000, 2001. I predicted it. I was off by 2 days. So I thought, actually 3 days. I was predicting my layoff to be a Friday. I was shocked I didn't get laid off on Friday. I celebrated with an adult beverage or two, and I walked in Monday and got my layoff notice. So I still got laid off. I changed careers. Both my parents were lifetime teachers. My mom taught first grade for 41 years. And my dad, bless his heart, survived middle school teaching for 43 years. All right, so anyway.
The cool thing about it is that it's their own business. So we teach them how to be an entrepreneur and how to start their own business and advocate and do something for themselves. So I think that's kind of neat. The last thing is their FFA requirements. And their FFA requirements are really simple. 3 activities in a semester and they're good to go. So not every...
Now the good thing about grammar is that it's not really emphasized on the exam. So this is really just for their benefit, for clear communication. So, hi! Sorry, I have a camera pointed at me. I have to do something. Oh, what else? The exam. The exam. It occurs in May, early May. I don't have the exact date off the top of my head. Early May.
Because I have to have responsibility for that too. I'm talking about grades. Posting grades. I've been pretty good about Spanish, but I'm not always going to be on time for posting the grades.
So. Any special projects that they do?
Well, we did calendars. We're going to be doing projects, but I'd like...
The poster's got to be attractive. And I say that as a challenge to them. It's like in every edition, I say, make it the one that's going to pop out. Okay, your article is going to be the best. Okay? Your article is going to be one that they're going to scan through and parents or anyone out there live. Any more questions?
Welcome. My name is Dominic Leiter. You guys have seniors this year.
Yay!
Get them out of the house. Get them out of the house. That's why I say, I go, hey, we want you here until so we can kick you right back out. Okay. Yeah, this is my first year teaching seniors, and so it's going to be quite the learning curve. They are already quite a wily bunch. Yeah, very fun indeed. It's going to be a rocking year. I started teaching probably about sort
of use those filters, those instincts, is really get at a solid position from whatever text they might be reading or whatever text they might be writing. So, as far as the second bullet there, focus on research-based, project-driven learning with individual and collaborative assessments and performances. I'm a firm believer in project-based learning. I think it's one of the best things.
With a senior genius, someone who's a senior and brilliant, case in point over here, these little masterminds, and they work with them through any questions or issues that they may have in the regular content classes. So if they're having in math and they're having a problem with their Algebra 2.
Yeah, I do give them feedback as much as I can, but there's a lot of students. So this year the classes are smaller. Last year I had 70 total in 2 classes, and this year it's down to 46. So I'm getting papers back much more quickly. Of course, speaking skills are part of it. Lots of discussions, class discussions and group discussions. That involves some debate, of course.
Barnes & Noble, some other sites out there if you just peruse the internet. AP Human Geography by Kaplan is an outstanding review book. That's the one I recommend. That's my personal favorite. And then the one by Princeton Review is also an excellent, stellar review AP exam book as well. Okay, so the exam date is going to be on Friday, May 13th. It's actually a national.
Look, this is the textbook we're using for economics. Hopefully you've seen it. Yes, not under the leg of the desk because the desk wobbles, but out. Should be covered, hopefully, at home. But again, we will use that through the first semester, and then we're going to move on to the government part.
I am always looking for opportunities to grow in my classroom and allow for other curriculum to come in and be able to create supplemental materials. So I look for DVDs and books and materials that can just help enhance the classroom. So in addition to my travels and how I was telling you about how I try to use that to incorporate classroom.
So I give them the basics and then the details as the year progresses and scaffold their learning. If you have, that's actually all I had to present, but if I do have a wish list, which is on the board, if you happen
We've come to the end of third period.
Buy Kleenex or color.
Do a little team teaching. This past week we've been trying to work with the new technology that we got with the Chromebooks and everything, so thank God I had Mr. Ferdinand here. We were running around answering questions and why isn't this working? I don't know. Well, let's try and figure it out. So it's been very good having Mr. Ferdinand here with me.
So the second year, I was like, okay, after 1 year I kind of get an idea, but now the third year I really feel like we've got a good group here. I know what I'm doing. We've got Ms. Acosta in the office that keeps us in line, which is great. And you know, we're organized and everyone's really into it. There is a time commitment involved with this class, and I have that time commitment as well, and I knew it signing up, so I was okay with it, and hopefully all the students are as well. I try to warn them ahead of time of the time commitment outside of just our 1 hour a day, and the students have been
quickly if we need to do some extra work or something like that, so we may make adjustments. I do my best to put that information on the school loop, but I also have them write down in their syllabus every day if we're doing that. With their grade breakdown, their grades, 40% of their grade is going to be their test, 30% of their grades will be projects and quizzes, and they will get their first project next week. Their homework, classwork, and notebooks combined make 30%.
They're encouraged to complete all this before the test. If they don't, they're not going to get credit for it. It's not good for them to go, oh, now I'm failing. No, that's not the point of the homework. And most of the time, it's not going to be counted at all in college. So remember, the transition is they're all coming from different Algebra 2 courses or different teachers, and now they're in a college level book. This
through school loop, through the school email, or through the extension here.
Are there any other, or are there any questions for me or anything?
Did they get extra credit for us being here?
That's what my daughter told me to say. Well,
things first, before I tell you about myself, I would like to go ahead and review this note card. So if you don't already have one, please come up here and get a note card. And I would like the following information on this note card. Okay, just to get to know you, know a way of communicating with you, and getting to know your child. Okay. Same information is on the board as is on this PowerPoint behind me. The first thing I'd like you to put on this note card is...
The payoff is the role that imagination plays in it, and the fact that, like, at least I can learn a lot of philosophical lessons from studying nature, and I hope that I'll be able to share that with your students as well, and that's what makes it fun, is that blend. You get to have a good time and get ready to be employed at the same time. These are the things